Good rising, sacred souls. I am very grateful for your presence in this moment. Today I'm going to talk about Vietnam's cashew industry and how they exploit former drug addicts and rehabilitation programs, raising concerns about labor conditions and worker safety. The Human Rights Watch has made some troubling claims about where cashew nuts come from. Vietnam is the biggest cashew nut producer in the world, making up 37% of the entire global market. Reports suggest that many cashew nuts from Vietnam are produced by people who were once drug addicts. Back in 2011, the Human Rights Watch said that these addicts were made to work as part of their rehabilitation programs. The then director of Human Rights Watch, Joseph Ammon, stated that Vietnam's thriving economy was in part built on the labor of individuals struggling with addiction. He further claimed that around 40,000 people were held in 123 drug rehabilitation centers across the country, where they were required to undergo labor therapy. In these centers, they were involved in tasks like making clothes, creating building materials, or most commonly, processing cashews. In these camps, people have to work really long hours, typically for 10 hours a day, and they are paid only a few dollars per month for all the hard work they do. Even though these camps claim to be part of a government-approved rehabilitation program, they are actually using people as if they were slaves. According to the Human Rights Watch report, there have been cases where people were beaten with sticks and subjected to electric shocks from cattle prods. They also reported instances where people were denied food and water if they refused to work. Joseph Ammon stated that the conditions in these centers are so bad that they can be considered as torture under international law. Apart from the beatings and slavery, there are other hidden problems. Cashews in their natural state contain a harmful substance that can cause serious harm if it touches the skin. One worker shared with Human Rights Watch that they sometimes breathed in dust from the cashew shells, which made them cough. They also mentioned that if the liquid from the tough outer shell came into contact with their skin, it caused burns. These conditions, along with the fact that labor therapy has been proven to be one of the least effective methods of rehabilitation, strongly criticize the Vietnamese cashew industry. Moreover, when you pick up raw cashews in the store, keep in mind that they aren't entirely raw. They've actually been steamed. This is because real raw cashews contain a substance called urushiol, which is also found in poison ivy. Urushiol can make your body react similarly to how it does with poison oak or ivy, and if you eat a lot of urushiol, it can be deadly. Although cashew poisoning isn't very common, however, the people who work with the cashews to remove their shells can sometimes get sick from it. Furthermore, most cashew nuts have an irregular shape, so they have to be processed by hand. Unfortunately, the juice from the cashews can cause injuries to the workers. Even in facilities where the workers are not drug addicts, The conditions are still very tough and risky. The worldwide demand for cashew products is so high that it has created an opportunity for exploitation. The Vietnam Cashew Association, established in 1990, claims to have taken measures to improve the situation. One of these steps involves decreasing the amount of cashews processed in drug rehabilitation centers. However, a substantial part of the cashew nut production remains hidden from public view and thus without much transparency. Thank you for taking your precious time and expensive energy to listen to what I have to say. And may you always be a magnet for miracles and deep healing. With raining stars in bloom and drowning roses of dreams, just me.